Hey there, how you going? I'm Red. Today I'm going to be reading some r/IDontWorkHereLady. Hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get going with our first story. Wrong state, man. This happened just a few minutes ago with my mom. She was in the kitchen making a cake when her phone rang. She goes to answer it and the conversation goes like this. Hello? Hey, is this some restaurant in Boston? No. Are you sure? I got your number here. I want to order. Hold it there, buddy. I live in LA. Are you sure? Pretty sure. I haven't lived in Boston since I was 6 months old. You from Boston? Well, I was born there. Well, since you're from Boston, can you call some restaurant in Boston? No, I have to make a cake now. But you're from Boston! And I don't care. Goodbye. She hung up and is still making the cake, and I am still laughing about the man talking about it. Okay, our next story. Man tries to steal my shopping cart. This happened to me about a month ago. I was running errands and my final stop was to buy some groceries. I had just gotten off work and was still in my work uniform, which is a black polo with a big staff across the back and my company's logo on the front of the shirt. Now, I hate walking into stores with a staff shirt on. I'm not a fan of strangers knowing where I work or causing confusion for having a staff shirt on when I don't work at a business. For this reason, if I'm in my work shirt, I will throw on a jacket or hoodie before I walk in someplace. This is exactly what I'd done just before entering the grocery store. So my staff shirt for the place that I do work is completely covered by an oversized varsity jacket with studs and a big tiger across the back, and I have ripped black jeans on. The uniform for the grocery store is green branded t-shirts and khaki pants. I look nothing like the staff there. Because this is the time of COVID, when I go to grab a shopping cart, I stop by the sanitizing station to wipe down the cart before I begin shopping. The sanitizing station is just inside the entrance doors of the grocery store. As I'm finishing up wiping down my shopping cart, another shopper walks in, a man with a baseball cap on. The man sees me cleaning a shopping cart, walks up to me and says, "Oh great, thanks," and tries to grab the front of the cart and walk away. Not understanding yet that he thought I worked there, I think he's trying to steal it from me, and I have a vice grip on the back of the cart, which causes him to stumble. He whips his head back around and goes, "What are you?" before cutting off mid-sentence and actually looking at me. In my ripped skinny jeans, and my tiger varsity jacket, and my judging eyes. He then quietly says, "Oh, you don't work here," before immediately turning around and walking away into the grocery store without a cart of his own. As I watched him walk away, finally realizing that he thought I was cleaning the cart for him, I see him pulling his baseball hat low on his head in shame. He then stood in the distance to buy a soda display, hat low, and turns to face the shopping cart section, no doubt waiting for me to leave the area. I chuckled as I walked away to do my shopping, and when I was finally a safe distance away, I did catch him out of the corner of my eye, slowly approaching the carts again, shake his head slightly and grab one. It's alright, man, we all make mistakes. That's such an innocent mistake too. You don't need to be embarrassed about that, just apologize. If you're enjoying these stories so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a like and subscribe while you're at it. Okay, our next story. Wrong convenience store. I work at Racetrack. I'm guessing this is a convenience store just from the context of the story, but that's just my assumption. I work at a racetrack. A couple of months ago, after I got off work, I had to stop at Kroger. I realized I'd forgotten to pick something up while I was at work, and I didn't want to go back into Kroger because I already had someone try and ask me a question about a product in there. There was a quick trip right outside of Kroger. QT and Racetrack are basically the same store with a slightly different layout and a different name, and they carry the same things, so I knew QT would have what I was looking for. As soon as I stepped in, one of the employees rolled her eyes at me and said, "Another new hire?" I looked behind me to see if maybe a QT employee was behind me. Nope, just me. I continued on. I get my things and head up to the counter. The same QT employee looks annoyed with me and says, "You can't ring things up until after shift, but since you haven't clocked in yet, I can go ahead and ring them up. Have they shown you how to clock in yet? Go ahead and do that and I'll ring this up." I said, "I don't work here." She looked at my name tag. I felt like I was going through a deja vu at this point, which said racetrack right above my name, and said, "Really? That looks like our uniform and our name tags." Their uniforms are a red polo with, I think, khakis and a circular name tag that has the QT square logo at the top. Racetrack's uniforms are a blue polo with black pants. We can wear khakis too, but I always choose to wear black pants. A rectangular name tag with racetrack in big letters at the top. I was also wearing my racetrack cap. I said, "No, it doesn't. I work at racetrack. This is a racetrack uniform." She looked at my uniform again, then at her own, and slaps her forehead and said, "Sorry, I used to work at racetrack until last month." All I could say was, "Is the pay better here?" Okay, our last story for today. The employee is coming from inside the house. This is an old story from my first year of college. In my dorm, we all had landlines. So long ago. To get an outside line on the phone, you had to dial 9. If you didn't, your call went to another extension in the dorm. My roommate had the misfortune to have the number you got if you failed to dial 9 and then tried to call pizza delivery. Multiple times a night, she had to tell people they had the wrong number. One night, she was sick of it and just took the guy's order. Then she took her pizza box, we had a few around since it was college, and went to his room. She knocked on the door, dropped the box, and walked away. Inside the empty box, she had written, "You need to dial 9 to get an outside line." I hope you guys enjoyed that r/IDontWorkHereLady. Read by me, Red. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down the bottom and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Have a great day.